Hi guys, welcome to another art demonstration. I apologize for the terrible quality of the video. I grabbed it from a live stream, so the quality will be switching often between bad and just okay. Today's demo is an oil painting of a cupcake being shot out of a cannon. I'm going to call it Cherry Bomb. It's based on a watercolor I painted a while back. For the oil version, I decided to do a little photo shoot to increase the realism, as much as it can be increased considering the subject matter. After I sort out my references, I get my materials together. The board I'm painting on is an ampersand gesso board, 8 by 10 inches. I use a hard pencil to get the drawing on there. This is a Staedtler H3. Softer pencils would leave behind a lot of graphite that might muddy up the paints. My brushes are all flats, mostly because I like sharp lines where the colors meet. For this video I'm using Liquitex Basics number 8, 2, and 1. And here are the paints. Starting on the left, Holbein Titanium White, Rembrandt Naples Yellow and Sienna, M. Graham Cadmium Yellow, Rembrandt Ultramarine, Winsor Newton Manganese Blue, and 2 more Rembrandts, Ivory Black and Cadmium Red. I use most of these all the time, except for the Manganese Blue and Cadmium Yellow. I only use these when I need a green. The ultramarine and many of the other colors are mixed in to get the green I want as well. With oil paints, I almost always start with the small details first. Eyes, some of the deep shadows in the creases. This is where the number 1 flat comes in handy. I use it for most of the time spent on this painting. I'm using 2 of them, one for light values, like whites, and one for dark values, like greens. Reds I typically save for last because they will get into any of the colors you paint next to them. Whites will be turned pink, greens will go gray, and so on. A way to get around that is to let them dry for a week before moving on, which is what I did this time around. While most of the painting so far was painted with a number 1 flat, the cannon will be mostly with a number 2 flat. There's less detail there. A thing to note about the paints I'm using is that there are no gray paints. All the grays you see there are mixed from primaries. A red and a green will make you a gray, or a blue and an orange. Doing it that way makes a color that's more interesting to look at. Even if it just looks gray, your brain knows better on a subconscious level, especially in person. I flip the painting around quite a lot. I've been asked a few times if I do that to get a new perspective on what I'm up to see the shapes in a more abstract sort of way, to better paint them. And the truth is a little more mundane. I flip it around just to get a sharp line between the objects. And I'm right-handed, so I'm constantly getting paint to the right of where my brush is. When I laid in the background, the stripes weren't put there at random. I wanted the white stripes to be behind dark areas and the dark stripes to be in back of light areas. I've talked a lot about the procedural stuff so far. Let's talk about why I decided to paint a cupcake shot out of a cannon. When I was a kid, some of my fondest memories were going to carnivals and circuses. Once or twice there was a person shot out of a cannon. The first time, I was quite young. I remember thinking how brave and reckless she was. Then she stepped out of the net that caught her and she was unharmed. It seemed so magical. So why didn't I paint a woman shot out of a cannon? I might eventually, but for now I'm a cupcake-minded kind of guy. All of this demo was previously live-streamed on Facebook over a couple-month period. If you'd like to join me next time, or Lisa to watch hers, links will be in the description. There he is, Cherry Bomb. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.